like it's a magical thing to be able to go from one place to another with some bits of material strung to a boat. I mean, it's, you know, it's a bit more high tech than that, but it's at the end of the day,
it feels pretty magic.
Yeah. Sailing is just the best way of directly connecting with the environment and I guess, what's happening with you, around you.
Something pretty magic about it.
Yeah.
Like being on the ocean and...
You have to work with it.
Yeah, you can't work against it.
It allows us the freedom of being away from, I guess, controlled by a power source, which would have to be diesel. A power cat would have easily achieved the same goal in terms of being able to access these places in a vessel that would have suited both of us, and it would have been significantly easier. You see these places and you don't want to use diesel. You see these magic places and it's the last thing you do. So we are in Croatia.
So we're in Croatia. We sailed here from France.
Well, up to date, since we got on this boat, we've now done nearly 3,000 nautical miles since we left La Rochelle 2.5 months ago. Up to about 2 weeks ago, before we started cruising in Montenegro, our average was something like 90 nautical miles a day since we'd left La Rochelle, which is ridiculous. We've come a long way in both physically and spiritually, and actually a long way.
So my sailing experience has mainly been pretty all over the place. The first sort of big sailing thing I did was tall ship training when I was 16. So I did a 10-day at sea tall ship training on the One North, and that was probably my biggest sailing experience. And then on my dad's trailer sailor yacht.
Southern accents.
Southern accents. Yeah, Oscar 24. So we've both done a fair bit of sailing on that boat.
Racing and cruising and all sorts of stuff around South Australia. So on the sea and in the lower lakes down near Goolwa and Clayton Bay. But before that, I started sailing when I was little, maybe 10, on little dinghies, introduced from my family into it, and then sailed through to about 16, 17 on dinghy racing.
And we've both done a couple of yacht charters as well.
Yeah, and then when we were starting to think about, you know, living on a boat and what it would be like, we decided to charter a couple of catamarans in a Whitsunday. So we did two-week charters. That was, you know, really the first big liveaboard experience we had for extended period, I guess, in terms of cruising lifestyle anyway.
Yeah.
So
a lot of people ask us this, and there really it wasn't one of us. We both sort of started talking about our previous sailing experience of things
and doing something like before the boat we had a van, we camper van, and we travelled a lot in the camper van, and it was kind of an extension of how we would get away from, I guess, further away from things and see things.
Yeah, in that sort of nomadic way. I guess we didn't have that much choice between monohull and catamaran. I have some paralysis in my legs I had a spinal cord injury when I was 18, so that's coming up for 11 years ago. and that was in a boating accident.
Not a sailing boat.
Not a sailing boat, a motorboat. That's why we don't like motorboats. And yeah, so I have some residual paralysis from that. So that just meant that I can't really deal with a monohull being on a lean all the time because I have issues with balance and things like that.
Yeah. You walk with.
Yeah, I walk with 2 sticks when I'm on land. So on the boat I can just grab onto things and get around pretty well, but dealing with a lean all the time was kind of out of the question.
And that's why we started the whole process with chartering catamarans to see if even catamarans were going to be a possible option.
Yeah.
So once we knew that catamarans were going to work, we thought that we'd give it a crack, and that's why we ended up on this catamaran. And there's obviously a few major decisions in terms of why we chose this catamaran in particular that were based on
my ability to access certain things.
Yeah, so
make it easier.
So there's factors that we've gone for with this catamaran that are specific to that, which wouldn't, I guess, be the normal circumstance for a lot of people. Yeah. So
what did you do before you full-time were working on your salty beard?
Beard for a lot longer than I've been on the boat, let's get that out there. I had a beard for how long? 8 years? 9 years?
Many years.
But it's got quite salty and majestic since then. But I guess did a lot of outdoor ed work when I was straight out of school, and then I started uni teaching, moved into geology, and I then worked as a petroleum geologist for 4.5 years before we decided to make this choice. Apart from occupation, I guess I'm a big fan of being outdoors and seeing places that you don't get to see very often, and you get places that most people don't get to see very often. So a boat was certainly a major factor for being able to access those places, and being able to access, like both of us being able to access those things together.
And in terms of me, when I left school, I did a visual arts degree, and I have been working in that to some extent ever since as a visual artist. And I have also studied and worked as a speech pathologist before deciding to live on a boat.
I guess our initial plan was to spend 2 years getting that boat back to Australia, the east coast of Australia, and then
to
sell the boat there and reassess everything, lives, jobs, sailing.
See where we're at.